Would have, yeah.
So tell me, as far as your YouTube channel, your main YouTube channel, I know you put longer.
Yep.
Uh, well, so when I make a video, it takes me about a week.
Hmm.
I make 2 videos a week, and that's what I use the week before to write. Um, but you put a lot of effort in. It must take a lot longer to create something.
With the short films I make, they take months. So writing it is it's quite a lengthy process, more so because I want to refine it as much as possible and really get my point across. I'm really careful about exactly what I'm saying with those short films. And then I produce the whole thing. So I get on board, a producer and DOP and cameraman and the all the assistant directors, the actors, and I try to pay them as much as I can. You don't make a huge amount just from short films on YouTube unless they go viral. So one or two of mine have been quite lucrative, but it's a full production. So sometimes it's taken over a year to get the final product out there because editing can be quite arduous because we're sitting there, the director, myself, and the editor, trying to perfect every single shot, the musical score, the sound, the mixing, all of it comes together. But it's so rewarding. There's nothing more rewarding than when a short film, or I could imagine a feature film, comes together, because what it does is it combines so many artistic components. You've got the dialogue, which is you've got the story, the plot, you've got the acting, you've got all the imagery based on the shots and the scenes and the way that the camera is positioned, the film work in that regard, and the costume, the props, everything comes together for one final product. So I love filmmaking. As much as I love stand-up comedy, I also really, really love filmmaking. It's a lot harder to do it in this climate because it's not, you don't make a lot of money doing it, but it is a passion that I like to do on the side while I'm still making the videos and doing stand-up.
How do you find that works? Because obviously YouTube is very much focused toward the 10-minute video that's, like my style, where it's like, there's jump cuts and all that shit that some people like, some people hate. And it's like, it's always been there to sort of design to bring people in. Whether or not that still works, I don't know. Do you think that
Yeah.
short films have a place? Or, well, maybe that's not the right question. Do you think that YouTube is the place where short films belong?
Well, I think YouTube is just the video platform everyone is on nowadays, at least. Although I actually like what Facebook's doing with their video platform. I could imagine in another year or two, they're going to be just as good, maybe even better than YouTube. I know. I've completely forgotten the name of it, but there's a video platform out there that is a bit more catered towards filmmaking and short films. I've just mind blanked on the Vimeo. That's right, Vimeo. Um, there's just not a lot of people on there. In
No.
fact, it's very industry based. So, in the same way, I don't like just trying to appease comedians. I don't like just trying to appease other filmmakers and other people in the industry because they have a warped idea of what is what the general populace would enjoy. So, um, I'm always inclined to put my content on whatever will amass the largest potential audience. So YouTube is the place for me to put the films out there. Now, yeah, the algorithm and the way YouTube following and the way YouTube is designed nowadays, definitely it's an advantage to be as regular with your uploads and to have longer uploads now as well. So I found that out, I'd say the hard way 2 or 3 years ago when I said, okay, I'm no longer going to do comedy sketches. I just want to be a filmmaker and a stand-up comedian. And I would post a stand-up clip maybe once every few weeks and a short film maybe twice a year. And all the engagement, all the subscribers, they just dropped off. They, not entirely, but a lot of them did. And I think you got to play the game, man. Like, I think I could have just sort of complained about it, like a lot of people in the film industry do. But I just thought to myself, no, this is the passion, this is the side project, but I need to make this a viable business. So I went back into regular comedy uploads, and that's the bread and butter for me. The podcasts, the comedy uploads, and don't get me wrong, I absolutely love doing those as well. I really really enjoy them, and they're fun, but they're also engaging and interesting for me. But the real passion is stand up and filmmaking, and that's where I put most of my artistic energy and most of my intellectual energy towards. Um, so. I've learned and I've sort of figured out a way to still maintain a very prominent and regular social media presence while still being able to do short films and stand up comedy when I can.